Righto, we've got 50 microvolts going into a Kenwood TS140S. Now, you're going to have to bear with me, guys. Somebody has been asking me about, have we got a 140S sitting in the pile of stuff, and they reckon they saw it on one of our videos, and I said maybe, and I said possibly, and I wasn't sure. Well, I had a bit of a look today. We do, in fact, have a TS140 sitting in the lot. And it's looking reasonably clean. It's okay. It's look, I'd put it on my list of, average to good. I wouldn't put it mint, so let's be very honest. A couple little marks on the top. There's a little bit of a slight mark there, but look, it's, that's not too bad. And I had a feeling it was one of my customers looking for something just on the cheaper range of things, so I just can't remember. Anyway, so best way to deal with this is to put it on a video, and whoever it is that contacted me, unfortunately I get so many messages a week, it's a little bit hard to know at times. I just lose track, and I should be keeping better records, but hopefully you'll see this. And anyway, so the Kenwood TS140, since someone's been asking about one, we might as well tell you about them. Good little radio. They were the bare basics of Kenwood. You had your 440s, and you had lots of other different radios that were, similar sort of tooling, etc. They went a little bit of a different route. Well, first of all, let's get rid of this noise. Let's run 28490 with 50 microvolts or so. So let's go down and have a look at, well, what we want to know. Can it hear 0.5 or microvolt? We can. So let's turn it off. There we go. Get rid of that. Now, I'm on AM at the moment. So look, just have a look at AM power for a second. About 80 odd watts, was probably not too bad. V6 varied a bit. Once again, it's a bit of an older radio. They don't quite hit 100% spec these days, but hello 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. VK3CM on dummy load 1 2 3 4 5 28490 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, look, it's certainly hello 1 2 3 hello 1 2. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not quite peaking 100 watts to be honest, but might sort of vary with different bands. Let's have a look. Now you had 1 meg and on these 1 meg and your band splits. Now just to prove something too, because we're trying to make sure, there we go, 1 meg. So if we put on a 27 megs, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2, nothing. So the good news, this radio hasn't been modded, but if we go up to 490, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3, so that's good. It's one less modification I've got to make before selling it, which is good. And I was saying the 1 meg then saves you having to go click click click. You could just actually go through your bands, and it will also change modes to suit those bands, etc. So now if we just bring it down to about 7.1 or so, let's have a look. Anywhere around there doesn't really matter. We'll put on 7.1 because I might just put a signal in it. I wouldn't mind just testing another band for receive, but transmit, let's go to AM for a tick. That's what we got there. 86 odd watts. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not too bad. PEP, it's probably going to get close to 100, but it's close enough as good enough on one of these old things. They had processor, a very good processor actually. You had your send receive ALC power, so if you went over to ALC, of course you can see that processor at the moment driving quite hard outside of the ALC range there. 1 2 3 4 5, and if I bring that mic gain back a bit, we'll see that ALC go a bit. There you go, sort of back into that ALC level. So you can sort of play with that mic gain level a bit, or you can just go for max drive attenuator. So let's put a signal in at 7.1, which I've got to quickly make a change here. Actually, 40 meter receives very good. That's 0.47 or about minus 113 dBm. So now that's hearing really well. Let's have a look. We go down to minus 123, still hearing very well. Yeah, actually, very good. I'm just going to take that right down to minus 125 dBm, still hearing beautifully. So we declare it's got a lightning hot receiver, so that's good, and transmits and does etc. So good. Vox function, does that work? 1 2 3 4 5. No, it doesn't. Oh yes, it does. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it just needs a bit more Vox gain on the adjustment. Where do they put the Vox gain on this thing? It must be on the back. Look, I won't worry, but I can sort of tell by Hello? Had the Vox working for a second there. Hang on, let's have a look here. Let me just run it on the back for a minute. Let's have a look where the gain controls are. Okay, now with the mic sitting on top of the radio there's the Vox, the 3 controls are sitting on the back. Hello, test 1, 2. There you go, no hands. All right, so let's take the Vox off. So the Vox does work, so that's good. And yes, 3 controls on the back's anti-Vox, delay, and gain. Mode is all done through here, of course. CW. Does it have a narrow filter? No. You can always tell. AM and FM. So, trying to remember if they had a board fitted for those. If you had to actually add the AM FM board, I have to check that out. To be honest, I thought they come standard, but okay, not sure. Can't remember. Not important. It's got one. That's the main thing. VFO A, VFO B. We'll go back to sideband there. A split for obviously 29.6 FM, those sorts of things. A equals B, so now VFO A and B are exactly the same. Pretty much coming down. CW, who uses that? Power, you can obviously knock it back here, so for F calls this can be quite handy. Mic gain, as we just said, quite powerful mic gain with the processor, of course. RF gain, so of course as we adjust the RF gain, etc. And the noise blanker here has noise blanker 1, noise blanker 2. Noise blanker level, I think from memory, was just noise blanker 1, but quite a good noise blanker on these things, so not too bad. RIT, of course, so you could pretty much change your receive frequency, etc, etc. Alright, so it's probably not the most full-featured radio, but look, they work. They were, you know, they were a good radio for what they did, and I didn't mind them actually. Generally, not too many problems with them either. You know, they just sort of kept on working, so that was the main thing. As you were seeing, you know, it flips around the bands quite easily and nicely, and actually nice. It goes 29.6, go straight to FM. Go to FM there, put the squelch up, and there you're ready to go, having listened for your 29.6 FM distant station. Anyway, yeah, look, so comes with the Kenwood original microphone as well, so that's great. So not a bad radio. Look, we don't care if we sell it or not. It's actually not, this video is not about selling it as such. It's just about, someone said we had a 140 and I said I didn't, but we did. So it just shows that people who watch our videos know more about what's on our shelves than I do. I was fairly sure we didn't have one anymore anyway. But look, if that person does want to contact me, that's fine. I'm just going to chuck it on the shelf with our other ones for the moment. Got quite a collection of this era of you know, 440s, 430s, all the different 680s, 670s, 660s, 690, etc. They all kind of looked very similar actually, just very, well, the 140 was quite different in the way they did their controls on the slide controls, but certainly still a nice little radio. Alright, well, that's the Kenwood TS140. That person, contact me if you need to. If not, this has been a bit of a review on the 140. Great little radio for Diz. This one still seems to function, which is, you know, I don't know how long this has been on the shelves here, years, but I don't know last time we sort of fired it up, so this is good that we've been able to fire it up and get a, you know, a fairly successful hit out of, you know, just turning it on, and even the controls weren't scratchy too, which I was pretty happy about that. I really thought they might have been, but no, nice radio. I don't think there'll be much on. I just want to put an antenna into it very quickly. And here I was saying there wouldn't be much on there. I'm on the wrong antenna, just so you know. Actually, probably some FT8 around there somewhere. Yeah, there we go. And we're just going through here, but not too many voice signals, more CW signals at the moment. See what we've got. There we go, a little bit of activity. More CW, unreal. Ah, well, alright. look, it was worth putting an antenna in just to hear a bit of noise coming out of the thing. Generators and analyzers get a bit boring, don't they? So anyway, all good. Okay, 73s, just thought we'd have a quick listen on there. Not too much voice stuff, but a little bit of CW. We'll live with that. 73s, all the best.